here's something also to remember as we're talking about the scheduling of this. Her testimony was vital to set the stage here, Jeffrey, right? It sets the stage, outlines the self-defense argument. She's the first witness called by her side. We believe that a pharmacology expert is intending to be called by the defense next. The idea here is, let's talk about the drugs that were in Michael Redlick's system, or substances, I should say, in Michael Redlick's system, including testosterone. Did this make him more of the aggressor? Was he a threat to Danielle Redlick? Do you think now the judge will permit this testimony to come in based on what we've heard from Danielle Redlick?
Well, I think they should, quite frankly. If you have a defendant testifying about a set of circumstances and an aggressive alleged victim in the case, then you darn well should be able to talk about the substances that were found in their system that may go into that. Otherwise, you're just not letting the defense put on a case, which judges do every day in our country, unfortunately. But you can say it's irrelevant or something along those lines as a judge, but not when the issue in the case is self-defense. When the issue in the case is self-defense, the state in which the alleged victim is found in that day matters, and it matters significantly. And so it should come in, but whether the judge will do it is a whole other thing, and whether the attorney will say thank you again is beside me.
Here's one thing that kind of stood out to me, Janine, and I was curious if you caught this. The prosecutor's questions made it seem that Danielle Redlick premeditated this, that she planned out the killing of Michael Redlick in a way, right? And I find that interesting because she's charged with second-degree murder, and a quick reading of the statute is the unlawful killing of a human being when perpetrated by an act imminently dangerous to another and evincing a depraved mind, regardless of human life, although without any premeditated design to affect the death of any particular individual. So if you're trying to show second-degree murder, but yet you are suggesting that she always wanted out of this relationship with Michael Redlick and wanted him dead, something seems a bit inconsistent there. Do you feel the same way?
I think it's inconsistent, but I think the type of question that he's doing is kind of goes towards motive, that, she never wanted to stay in this marriage. She, liked it when he had moved out. She was happier when he wasn't living in the house, that kind of stuff. And we saw him kind of really drill that in. And the judge that was on prior had said, these are not the greatest questions, because of course, when you're going through a divorce, you're happy that the person you're divorcing is not in the house. It just seemed a little bit too much. But I think what he's trying to do is have the jury see her not as a victim, but as somebody who, this is what she really wanted. She wanted her husband to be dead because he threatened her that she'd be on the street, she wouldn't be in the house, she'd be desolate, no money. So he's kind of putting, not that he's got to prove a motive, but he's kind of showing that this is what she wanted. She's not the victim here. I don't know that it was successful, but that's what I think he was doing.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take a break. We're waiting for Redlick to start up again after their morning break. But if they're not back, we're actually going to talk about a brand new civil trial that has begun today about the killing of a dog. We'll be right back.